That ADHD paralysis, an anxiety attack, or is he just zoned out? I was just zoned out. Oh, thank God, because last time it was an anxiety attack and you scared the shit out of me. Do they all look the same? Literally identical, the only difference is you're sweating when you have an anxiety attack. That's crazy. It's terrifying. Now, what's worse is when your ADHD paralysis turns into an anxiety attack. You got a wacky brain. Do be wacky.
Did you get anything done today? No. Okay. Did you at least rest and relax today? Somehow also no.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that man.
Dude, what is he saying?
Oh no.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. What did you say again? Where did my phone... Did I leave it in the refrigerator again? I'm learning Greek. I have been for the last 8 hours. Wanna join? What did I just say? Literally a second ago. Has anyone seen my keys? What about my wallet? I think I might have forgotten to eat for the last 12 hours.
What you know about rolling down
She
in
gon'
the
run
deep?
away when it gets
Fellow ADHD people, I got a question for you. In a lot of cases, when something needs to get picked up from the store, I'm the one who gets sent. I'm usually not too bad at keeping track of the list. But there are some days that goes right out the window. Like today, list on my phone, I have 3 things to get. I text my wife and ask her, is there anything extra? She says yes, tells me what it is. Okay, into the store we go. I grabbed her item, 2 others, and forgot the last one. I came to the store for 3 items. I grabbed 3. So I had to go back into the store and grab the last thing. How often does this happen to you?
So I have this medical bill that I've been getting fucking twice a month since March. It is for $26 fucking dollars. But do you know what I've been doing instead of paying it? Moving it from Surface to Surface to Surface because they don't have an option to pay online, which means I have to find my checkbook, find my stamps, find a mailbox, and those small extra steps, those little things are fucking roadblocks that my brain refuses to overcome. So yesterday I was actually on a roll of getting stuff done. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'm gonna pay that fucking bill. And as I opened the envelope, I kid you not, my brain was screaming, not right now! I don't want to! But I opened it and saw a phone number on it and was like, wait, I guess I could call them and see if they take credit cards by phone. Which they did. It literally took 45 seconds. What the fuck?
I think this will help out a lot of people, so thank you for asking me this question. When people suspect that they may have a mental health condition like ADHD, obviously you would think to go see a psychiatric specialist like a psychiatrist, a mental health nurse practitioner, or a PA. But one thing that people don't know is that you can start off by seeing your primary care provider. So your PCP is a good starting point if you feel like you might have a mental health condition. A lot of them are comfortable treating things like ADHD, and you can get the help that you need. So hopefully that helps.
Do you ever just fucking... Words. Words! Words, Paige, you fucking idiot! I probably just broke these, oh god. What the hell?
Waiting and patient for me, and I was running far away. Would I run off the world someday? Nobody knows, nobody knows.
Have you ever been in love?
I don't think so.
Do you want me to describe it to you?
Sending email to client. Wait, did I reply to that text? Oh, funny meme. More memo scroll. Oops, email. Why do I have so many tabs open? Close.
That's what love feels
Wait,
like.
didn't reply.
Story time.
Last summer, we were starting to put the puzzle pieces together that ADHD is maybe something that I had, right? So I shared this with the girl I was dating at the time. And then the more research I did, the more it started to make sense. Like, oh, I'm doing these crazy behaviors because of my ADHD. And being hyper fixated on that research, I was talking about it a lot because that's what we do. And I remember very vividly, she annoyingly one day was just like, you can't blame everything on your ADHD. Good thing I don't have rejection sensitive dysphoria, right? But I was only trying to explain my behavior, not make an excuse for it, right? And what people don't understand is that living with a neurodivergent brain means that you experience reality in the world in a completely different way. Like, we're playing the game of life on hard mode with different controls and the instructions are all backwards. Like, if someone goes, I think there's something wrong with my foot, and then they start walking with a limp, you wouldn't say, stop blaming the limp on a possibility of a broken foot. No, you'd take them to the doctor. I'm not trying to blame her for being uneducated in this area, but I wonder if I would have had more courage to get help sooner if I had a little more support. Anyone else got a story like that?
No one in this world will ever convince me that the bisexual manic pixie dream girl meets fluffy-haired golden retriever gamer boy is not a neurodivergent trope. Are you telling me that one person who stares at a screen for hours on end while the other person just kind of exists within their space peacefully is not just hyper-focus and parallel play, creating a symbiotic relationship where both people's needs are met? You will not convince me. You will not convince me otherwise.
Does ADHD have an official symbol? No, not very official, no. Then what should we make the official symbol? Glad you asked, I already made one. That's a Wendy's coupon. Yeah, sorry, I meant this. I think this should be the official symbol. I think the bee with the orange and the rainbow, this is neurodivergency with the infinity sign. This should be the official symbol. What did you just say?
Just a neurodiv living in a neurotip world.
A neurodiv living in a neurotip world.
I suck at eating in many ways, and I figured out that this has a lot to do with ADHD. Let me explain. Heads up, trigger warning, I am going to talk a little bit about disordered eating. I was overweight for the vast majority of my entire life. There are a lot of reasons for this. A couple of them are medically related, but most of them are impulse control related. The number of times I was told, well, if you just worked out, have more self-control. Well, if you watched what you ate, it's all about a calorie deficit. Fuck that. For most ADHD people, if you can find a food that will regularly either not cause you to go into spiral panic because it tastes weird, feels weird, sits weird, you eat it. You eat it, and then oftentimes you eat so much that you don't even know you're eating too much until it's too far gone. Or we can talk about the perfectionism piece. I didn't eat perfectly this morning, so I might as well just eat whatever since I'm just throwing it all away anyway. Or time blindness. It's been 18 hours since I consumed a calorie, and my blood sugar has tanked. Let's eat 6,000 calories right now! Don't you dare let diet culture get you down. It is so much more than that.
Of all the ADHD symptoms, executive dysfunction is the one that I find hardest to talk about because it's kind of like trying to describe breathing to someone who just has a body that breathes. It's difficult for us to kind of wrap words around that. But I do find that it's easier to describe the effects of executive dysfunction more than that itself. And I just recently, like yesterday, realized a new one for me. And I'm a big planner user. I have a calendar, I have a planner, I make to-do lists. Hours every week are devoted to me just planning out what needs to happen. It's like part of my personality. It's very Leslie Knope at this point. But I realized that there is, one, that's a coping mechanism, obviously, but two, I realized that it's happened enough where even with all of that work, I forget something. My brain is happy and feels like we've done everything, and then all of a sudden I remember this huge thing that I forgot to do. And not being able to trust your brain to remember things that it should remember causes this low-lying, constant stress and anxiety.
I have a slightly different take on this idea of having ADHD, that you're so smart, you're stupid. Well, this isn't a blanket statement and true for everybody with ADHD. A lot of people with ADHD are really good problem solvers, and we're really good at coming up with solutions very quickly. This is what makes us good in crisis situations. The problem is that because we have ADHD and the way that our brain works, our solutions have a tendency to be outside the box, and that makes people uncomfortable. Sure, it's handy when you're on the 5th floor and there's a fire and you have to escape the building, but when it comes down to project management for a company, they don't want your outside-the-box thinking. And years and years and years of us being turned down because our ideas were too outside the box began to make us think that we were stupid. It chips away at our self-esteem until we honestly believe that we're stupid, when in all actuality, we are really good at what we do. When I say things like ADHD is not a superpower, this is one of the examples that I would give. I am really smart, but you make me feel stupid because my outside-the-box thinking makes you uncomfortable.
Hey, did you take your medicine today? What about water? You've got to drink water. It'll make you feel better. Okay. Love you.